So the next part of installing shell and defensive principles is adding a cutter. So, hey, we've been working on being in those spots early. What does that look like? What's the communication? When the ball moves, we move. We're getting to our next spots, et cetera, et cetera. That's square one. Okay, square two. Well, obviously it's basketball. Teams are going to cut. They're going to screen. They're going to move. It's not going to be cookie cutter. But just again, instilling these principles one step at a time. So here we're going to look at our shell drill, 4-man shell drill with a cutter and how we react and how we adjust as the cut happens. So starting it the same way, right? Ball up top with the coach here, throw it to a person and we react, no middle closeouts, get to those spots early with our communication, our hands out, showing a crowd, getting big. I like to say eat space, right? Hands out, wide body, eat up space on the court. All right, so you can see here, same thing. Coach yell out pass, we move it. Bodies move while the ball's in the air, no middle closeout, get to these new spots. Okay, I would argue this guy here is a little out of position, should be one step closer and up the line, right? We want to be able to stick our hand out on this line of the ball and be on the line of the ball with our hand, okay? So he's a little too deep. This guy can drive it right in here. So we want to show a crowd, be in that gap, discourage a drive, okay? So here's the next part. We throw it to the corner, right? This guy's going to cut, okay? The person guarding the cutter, right? We don't want them to, we want to teach young players to, hey, we can't let him cut across our face, meaning if he cuts across my face, they could in theory throw it to him. So we want to make him cut behind us. Now we don't do it here, okay? But that's the idea. And then you just have the offensive players fill over to the open spot. So we fill this wing, we fill this wing, and then the cutter just gets to the opposite corner, okay? And then defensively, we just adjust, right? We just adjust. If we're in the right spots, okay, no middle on the ball, right? As this guy fills over, right, we want to move to where the gap is going to be, not necessarily be hugged up to our man. So instead of just kind of coming with my man, I want to sprint to that gap because, again, the ball's still here and we want to show a crowd, all right? But we just adjust. He should be not moving up to the guy, moving up to this gap, right? This is incorrect right here. We want him to close out to that gap, okay? So here it is, cut, right? This is good. He's in the gap. He's ready to help on the ball if need be. Right? They're communicating, they're fixing it. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Okay? Now they're interchanging, right, on the weak side. At first, we just want to teach. Okay, let's rewind, right? So we reverse it, boom. Just same thing. We're still in shell principles. If these guys just kind of switch spots or interchange, as we call it, okay, just stay home and we just have to have awareness. Okay, now as I'm going down with my guy, I'm now the hoop guy. I'm the low man. And as I'm coming up, I'm the nail guy, the gap defender. All right. So getting to those new spots, understanding. Great job by this fella here moving with the ball. All right. So let's go back and watch that. Okay. Watch him here. When the ball moves, when his guy gives it up, he's not resting. He's getting to that next spot. He's turning and sprinting. Right. We want to get to that next spot as fast as we can. Okay. Here you got another exchange. Now we have a new hoop guy, a new low man. Okay? So this is the idea, adding that cutting, adding some exchanges, movement to your shell drill. After, we don't want to start with this. We want everybody to really get good at just ball moves, I move, being in those positions, keep it simple. When we kind of get that down, add the cutting as you see here, add the backside exchanges, and just everybody has to understand, hey, after all the movement, it turns into the same thing. We got to have our hoop guy. We got to have one pass away in the gaps, right? And if you're 2 passes away, you're on the help line in the midline. So here's what it looks like if you add a cutter or exchanges on the weak side. Again, I would start very slow, dictate the passing, maybe just have one cutter, right? Maybe just have one exchange and then call it and then just build it up until we're comfortable.